What else is what is up, guys? Man, it's your boy Angel Rodriguez, A to Z. We have another episode with a very special guest. We have our, I believe, fourth female interview, man. So I'm definitely excited, man. I definitely love seeing women do what they love to do, you know. So
hell yeah.
So today's special guest is Little Lizzie.
Hello, guys. We out here.
Yeah. Little Lizzie, man. Definitely let the audience know who you are, what you do. Yeah.
Okay. Hi. Yes, I'm Lil Lizzie. I'm from Rockford. I love it here. I am a rapper / singer / podcast host. That's me. Okay. I'm out here.
Yeah. Like I said, man, this is like my fourth female interview. I really don't have too many girls, so I'm definitely excited, you know.
Hell yeah.
I really don't get a chance to interview a lot of females, but definitely let's just start it off with where were you born? Because I know you're not born from Rockford, am I correct?
Correct. Yeah, I was actually born in Oak Park, Illinois. I really like Oak Park, but I moved here a little after I was born, and then I've just been here since. So basically Rockford is like where I like really grew up, because Oak Park.
I asked this question, but a lot of people like don't know how to answer, because you know, usually when you're little, you don't know why you moved here. But right. Do you know why you moved here?
Yeah, my family wanted to follow my grandma. Yeah, so she moved here, and then everyone was like, well, I guess we're moving to wherever the hell this is. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, my cousins actually moved here before us, and then because I moved 07, 08, and then they told us about it, and they were like, yeah, man, it's a lot quiet over here. And yeah, we moved over here.
Yeah, no, Rockford's chill. I like Rockford.
Yeah. Well, at first I thought it was like a boring countryside when I was moving here, because, you know, I was used to like everything being compact.
Okay.
So when I was coming here, I was always scared, because, you know, I was like, oh man, dude, I don't even know if there's gonna be kids my age.
That part. Yeah. No, I feel that. No, it's definitely cool. I do thoroughly enjoy it here. I can't even stunt. I think Rockford has so much undiscovered beauty. Like, of course, there's terrible shit here, but like, am I allowed to curse?
Yeah.
Oh, thank fucking God. Because I was like, I don't know what I'm allowed to do. All right. What up, fuckers? This is Lil Lizzie here. Okay, sorry. I had to do my thing.
No, do it.
But yeah. But yeah, like, I don't know. I think a lot of people hate on Rockford. And I feel like I've lived in different places. And like, you know, every place has like, you know, dangerous shit. It has crime. It has terrible, neighborhoods, like that's everywhere. You're gonna find that fucking anywhere. So I don't know, I really do like it here.
I don't know if you know, but did you know that Rockford actually is pretty up there with programs to actually help you out?
Ooh, I did not know that.
I think I may be wrong, but we might be the 17th or 18th place in the United States that actually has a bunch of programs to help you out with your businesses or school, financial.
I like that.
Yeah. I didn't know that neither.
That's neat. Yeah, no, Rockford's plug. I fuck with Rockford.
Yeah. Definitely shout out Manny Salgado. He's the one that taught me that little gem.
Okay, Manny, we out here.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about growing up in Rockford, or your experience?
Sure. Yeah. You know, I feel like Rockford has always been pretty cliquey.
That part.
Yeah. But I've always been someone that, like, I guess people wanted to be around. So I always made sure, no matter who was around, I made them feel like, you know, like they mattered too. Okay. Because I feel like I see a lot of people treat, you know, certain people like they're less because they might not be fortunate, or, you know, they might come from a different place or some shit like that. But I've always been the person that's like, I don't give a fuck if you own one sock. I'm going to treat you like, you know, I would treat the president if I met him.
Yeah.
Well, our president's kind of a joke, but someone else. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, man, I definitely agree with that, because I feel like people fuck with you if people fuck with you. Have a better chance of people fucking with you more if you have a status.
That part.
Yeah.
No, that's facts.
Yeah, which is unfortunate, and I'm not gonna lie, I definitely did fall into that at some point, because again, you know, you follow what you see.
Right.
And that's what I did, So after a while, I was just like, nah, man, I can't do that to people.
Yeah.
Because I know I wasn't always the coolest. I wasn't always the funnest. And, or the coolest. So, for me to judge somebody else for not being cool, that's not cool.
Yeah, that's just lame. I'm not with it. Like, I definitely am about, like, everyone deserves mutual respect regardless of who they are. Now, if the person is a thief, I'm good. Thieves, trash. But I could accept most other things, but not that shit.
No, I feels. Now, Lizzie, you said you were a music person and a podcaster. What came first? Because I discovered you through the podcasting, and then I went into your music.
Okay. I definitely, music was my first love for sure. I started creating Lil Lizzie going on 4 years ago. And
pandemic time or before pandemic?
Before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like right before. I think it was like October of 2019 that I started like creating her. I didn't go to my first studio until October of 2020. As Lil Lizzie. I had been to many studios because of my being classically trained. Okay. But I had never gone as Lil Lizzie. I didn't create her until like officially in a studio until October of 2020. That was pretty cool. But yeah, so basically it was music first, and then it was actually around the same time though that I was on Buzzsprout, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start like a podcast, at least start the process of like creating a podcast. And that was also in 2019 of
January?
No, October, sorry.
Oh, okay.
October. So it was the same time, but it was like a week or two after I started like my creating Lil Lizzie. And then I didn't even start like my first podcast episode premiere it until 2021 in January. That's when I was like, you know what? It's fucking time. And I just started, and it was like really funny because when I first started my podcast, it was impossible to find people to come on it. I had to beg people. You probably know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. And I'm talking beg. And now I have people on hold waiting to be on my podcast. And I think it's absolutely beautiful that my podcast has grown so much, because like, I literally had to beg people. I'd be like, please. And they'd be like, why? I'm like, I don't fucking know, because I just want to talk to you. Dude. And it's pretty cool. So yeah.
No, dude. I love to hear that because, dude, I started the same way. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to give a big shout out to Chris Jeepus, man. He was the first one without any question. He was like, yeah, bro, just let me know when. I'm on, bro.
Hell yeah.
And then I think 2 or 3 people after that, I was like, bro, I think I'm out of people.
I'm crying. See, yeah, my first people, it was Jake Hartman, Kyle Atkerson, and Ellie, my manager. They were my first people that were just like, okay. But then after that, it was like pulling teeth, bro. Like, I'm like, please, someone just, and then now I'm really proud. Like, it's cool.
Yeah, and after I don't know how many, after begging people like, please come on, like after a while it just started to catch on, like, oh, he's doing podcasts and shit, like let's come on,
Yeah.
Now what I find interesting is that you're doing it different. You involve emotions, which is pretty dope, man. I really don't hear too many podcasts that talk about emotions,
Yeah. No, I fuck with that.
What made you want to bring it with, like, talking about emotions, mental awareness and stuff?
I feel like that's like the elephant in the room. No one wants to talk about it. No one wants to talk about the fact that, sadness is everywhere and life fucking sucks. Like, people always are like, oh, especially online. You don't see that shit. You just see people posting pictures about how beautiful their lives are, or their comments about, I got a new job, or I got a new car, or everything's perfect. I'm pregnant. I'm getting married. It's all positive shit. And I'm like, I need people to realize that the world isn't all fucking rainbows and, butterflies. So that's where my podcast comes in, because I need people to understand that they're not alone. That was vital to me, for people to get that, because I feel like so many people just assume everyone's lives but theirs like are perfect and their lives suck. So I feel like it was important to create something that was going to help people understand that they were not by themselves. And I've received many messages from different people saying like, your podcast saved my life. Or I've interviewed people that have told me like, we finished the podcast and they just broke down. And I'm like, what? And like, they're like, I'm not going to kill myself after I leave here. And I was like, whoa. Dude, I'm talking chills everywhere. And like, you could tell they weren't doing it for attention. They were like opening up to me because they felt so much better after expressing their emotions.
Dude, yeah, on here, bro, like shit. On here, my podcast, I've definitely had an emotional break. Like I've cried on my fucking podcast.
Facts.
And then I also had other people, you know, get into their emotions. I'm like, holy shit, bro. Like it's powerful. It's powerful.
It gets intense.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I'm like the funniest person ever when people get emotional around me, because I'm like, it's so ironic because because normally I'm like people expect me to be like so like caring and like loving, but like I just like I'm not very like I'm very caring, but I'm not like the type that's gonna like hug someone and be like, oh, it's fine. I'm just like, oh shit. But like I thoroughly enjoy when people can open up to me and trust me with their raw emotions.
Yeah.
You know, people always like my closer's always like, this is little Lizzie here and I like it raw. I mean raw, like raw content. Like I want the truth, like that raw ass emotion. Yeah. And obviously my podcast we talk about sex on it, so like the raw thing could be about like sex too, but like it's mainly about the emotions. It's like a dual comment, but yeah, like that's what I fuck with.
Yeah, fucking yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing I'm not like comfortable with. Like when somebody does get emotional, I don't know how to like address it. I don't know how
so
to like,
if we get emotional, we're both gonna be like,
I know, right? Looking at each other.
They're like, what an awkward fucking podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
dude,
dead.
And it's not like I don't want to do nothing. It's just I don't know how to handle it, because you know when somebody does cry in front of me, you know, it's like should I hug them? Should I be like, it's okay? Should I put a hand on their shoulder and be like,
yeah,
I'm
like,
with you, you know,
like I'm here.
You know,
it's definitely a thing. It's a feeling. And like that's the thing. Like me, like it's insane. Like my therapist has ever only heard me cry 2 times ever. And she's been my therapist for years. My best friend has seen me cry once. Like I don't cry in front of people. So if I do, and then my other best friend's seen me cry once too. But like I don't cry in front of people. But like if I do, it means like I am like, I trust this person immensely. So when I do cry in front of a person, I'm like, I love this person. Like they are my fucking riders. Like, so yeah, but emotions are beautiful though, guys. They are beautiful. Yeah, see, I think you should cry alone though. Like, I think it's awkward making people uncomfortable when you cry. Yeah. Personally. Yeah. I'd rather cry by myself, get the fuck over it, and then be, you know, who the fuck I am, like again, and not show anyone my weakness. Weakness is beautiful, yes, but like, it's also like, it could be kind of pathetic if you do it all the time. Like people are gonna be like, oh my God, this bitch is always crying. Like, shut the fuck up. Yeah. But yeah, so.
I mean, yeah, not trying to be mean, but at the same time, you know, it does get like, you know.
It's just like, okay, we get it. You're sad. We're all fucking sad, bro. Life sucks, man. Like the fuck.
And what's it called, man? No, I damn it, I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
You're fine.
And I know
it happens.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, does that ever happen to you?
Fuck yeah. I'll just stare at my people like, you know what? I'm not even gonna ask that question. I have no idea what the fuck I was gonna ask. I'm like, we're moving on. Yeah. They're like, what the fuck? No, yeah, definitely.
Now, I mean, I don't know, because you're a female. Obviously, I'm a male, so it's definitely different. Like, but do you ever get backlash, or do people ever say anything about you bringing up like sex in your podcast?
No.
I bet, bro.
People are in. I know. They're like, okay, little Lizzie, tell me more about how you like it raw. No, I'm just kidding. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm done.
Yeah, no, yeah. If I bring up sex, I feel like people are gonna be like, bro, chill.
Yeah, and it's such a like a fucking annoying ass thing too, because it is like people never talk about how like there is such a oh my God, of course I'm not gonna think of the word right now. like a double standard of like what men and women can talk about. Because like if I'm out here like, oh, I fucking love dick, and people are like, hey, but like if you're out here like pussy's fucking great, they're gonna be like, oh, did you hear what Angel said? Like it's just fucked up.
What a pig.
Yeah, exactly. And then me, they're like, damn, that bitch is a down. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck? But like, no, I feel you though. Yeah.
Now I did want to get into podcasting. Still podcasting. Like when you started, did you know what you needed, or like?
Okay, bro, when I first started my podcast, I swear to God, I'm not even joking, I would just plug in a fucking like speaker that could go into my phone, like plug into like the like charger jack into my iPhone. I would just plug in a little fucking speaker and I would just sit next to a person and just talk to them. All my first episodes, like my first probably like 15 or probably like 10, more like 10. My first 10 episodes were me just talking on a microphone, and I would just edit it right on my phone and fucking upload it. And like that was what I started with. So like that's why I tell people, like, if you want to start a fucking podcast, you can do it. Yeah. It's all about the drive, you know what I mean? Like humans are always like, oh, I'll start tomorrow. It's like tomorrow's never going to be here. We will only ever live in the present. This is the only time we're ever going to remember anything. Like we can't be in the future or the past. Like this is it. So I just tell them like, go fucking do this right now. And they're like, oh yeah, I'm going to start. And then it's been years and they're still not starting. Yeah. Like, it's like, come the fuck on, go buy a fucking little ass ghetto microphone and just fucking sit next to someone and talk. Like it was perfect, bro. I was out here fucking telling the world about people's lives on a little ass fucking $50 mic. Like,
that's what's up, dude. No, I didn't know what the fuck to get, dude. And when I did get some of the supplies, like the mics and the computer, I still didn't know what the fuck to do, dude.
Bro, that part. Once I actually got my like laptop and shit, and like I started really like you know, getting like, you know, an audio box and all that shit. Yeah. How do you call it? I was like, what the fuck? Like this is crazy. And then when people like I like re-interview people to see how they're doing, you know, like a year later, like whatever, just to catch up and see how they're doing. When I had some of my people come back, they're like, bitch, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm so proud. I know it looks way better. But yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, no, the people that I had in the beginning and that came back, man, they're always like, dude, I see you improving, man. And that always made me feel great.
Hell yeah. No, that's like a whole fucking moment too, when people are like, I'm proud of you. Yeah. Like you're like, damn, okay, but like that's a whole feeling.
It definitely rocks, man. Now I want to ask you this. I noticed on your second episode you had your boyfriend as the second episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I hope we don't. If you are comfortable getting into it, because the thing is, I wanted to have my girlfriend interview me like right away, but the thing is, I wanted to build up to it. So she's like my 76th. She interviewed me on my 76th episode, I believe.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But dude, I was like, bro, like I told my girlfriend, like, ask me whatever, even if it's me talking to a female that you thought I was, like.
Just on the spot.
Yeah. Like, dude, because that's the thing, man. I'd never want to hide anything from nobody, especially when we're on the podcast.
See, what's funny about you saying that is, when I was dating that guy, he literally told me, it was fucked up because like my body count's really small, and his was definitely a little higher. And he told me everyone he had slept with, and I was like, why the fuck would you do that? And he's like, well, because I never want you to look stupid to any of these bitches. I don't want any of them to ever have an upper hand on you. And I'm like, oh. He's like, you're my everything. Like, I don't want anyone to be able to make you look fucking stupid. And I'm like, huh. I'm like, well, I guess I'll name the fucking 4 people I've been with. Like, let's fucking go. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, it was crazy, bro. It was like a fucking list. And then there was like my tiny ass little, well, actually he was, yeah. So it was like 3. I was like, all right, bet. Like, we out here. And then it's funny because like, if we were ever out, like, and I saw any of the people he had been with, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I don't fucking care, bro. Like, good for you. I'm glad you put your dick in fucking everything, and now you realize that's not your life. But like for me, when he would see like the few dudes I had been with, he'd be like, because he's like, you know, there was a difference. I fucked these people once, usually each. You fucked these people for years. And I'm like, Yeah. But no, that was kind of cool though that he did that because like no bitch ever got to make me look fucking stupid.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
but yeah, that was weird. But yeah, it was cool being interviewing him. That was cool.
Yeah. The what's it called? I'm not gonna lie. I would be the same way. You know, if my girl told me the people she's been with and I see them, I'm like, oh, I hope they don't talk to her. but
What's fucked up though is like the dudes I have been with, they come up to me, they hug me. I miss you. How have you been? I hope you're doing great. You look amazing. I listen to your podcast. Your music, and I'm just like, great to see you too. I'm gonna go. And they're like, text me, message me, and then like he would just like walk up and they'd be like, oh, what's up? You're the boyfriend, right? Great to meet you. And I'm like,
oh my god!
I'm like, people are fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah,
like,
dude, I would have been heated a little bit, like, oh.
And I'm sitting there like, yeah, this is great. Like, I'm done.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Fucking crying. But yeah, it was cool, like interviewing him and learning about him, and it was chill.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I did want to get into this, man. Are you Mexican?
I'm Mexican.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did like
Are you? I mean, are you?
Yeah, I'm part Mexican for sure. But then we also have people that or we have family from Spain, and also Portuguese is in my blood. I don't know like the severity of that yet. We're kind of looking into it because of the 23andMe thing.
Yeah.
But mainly my family is Spaniard and Mexican.
Oh, okay.
Mainly, like those are like the two main things.
Okay.
So it's like 46% Spaniard and like 40 something Mexican, and then the rest is like Portuguese. So we're trying to figure out if we could find family from like, you know, that are Portuguese from Portugal or whatever the fuck, because I think that'd be really cool. Yeah. But on 23andMe, there's no like family members that have done it too, so I'm just kind of waiting. But yeah, yeah, people always people would think I'm Italian. People think I'm like every race, bro. It's crazy. I'm like, sure, like because my name's Lizzie too, so a lot of people think I'm Italian. Like they're like, oh, this bitch is Italian, and I'm like, no, I'm not. But I could be. That'd be fun. No.
Yeah, and the reason why I bring that up is because again, this coincides with you bringing up emotions. Because for people who don't know, like in a Hispanic family, it's besides for the females, but for the males, it's not really a thing. You know, you really don't hear a lot of.
It
males.
is crazy how you say that because that's facts.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's mainly males, period, though.
Yeah, it is.
Because men are expected to just not feel shit, but you guys are human at the end of the day, and life fucking sucks, bro, for everyone. Life is hard. So yeah, I love that you mentioned that. That's why my podcast is so important to me too, because I feel like it's important to get men to tell their story.
Yes.
You know, it's important to get into those minds and really dig deep in there, because so many men just have this thought of like, if I show any emotion, I'm a
weak.
pussy.
Yes.
I'm weak. I'm not a man. I need to provide. And, you know, no, men are allowed to have their weak moments. I think when men break down, and I'm not saying break down like emotionally, I just mean break down period. Or I guess, yeah, it's kind of precious when they're like, I'm going to let some emotions out. I'm like, let them all out to me, please. Yeah. I think it's beautiful because, you know, it's so important to be able to express yourself and be comfortable enough around someone to do that. But yeah, that's why like my podcast is so important to me, because like I love really getting into minds. I love learning about their struggles, what they do, what their daily life is like. Like, yeah, I love that you mentioned that. But yeah, no, Hispanics are definitely extra hard on men, especially those like old school Hispanic men, like the dads.
I call them machismo. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
I've never heard that. What does that mean?
Machismo is another way of saying manly man.
Oh shit! So they're like
you know, they're like the guy
like on Loteria. It's El Valiente or some shit like that. Is that what that means?
No, I think
I'm crying. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I fucking suck as a Hispanic person. I'm sorry.
No, it took me a while. It took me a while to even know what the machismo mean. Like machismo, I thought was just another way of saying man, but it's like more than. It's like the manliest man, you know.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's a guy that you can't really talk about female stuff because he doesn't like it, you know.
He's like, why are you talking to me about that?
Yeah, you know, it's man shit, you know.
Like ignorant as fuck.
Yeah, basically, you know.
Okay.
And it's also hard-headedness of like
stubbornness.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a man, I don't give a fuck about emotions. And it's like living your life like that would just be so hard. Like I kind of that's the thing about me. Like I am like emotional, but most people just don't see it. Because people couldn't speak on my life even if they tried. And literally anyone watching this is like, she's not fucking wrong. Like my own fucking closest friends could not speak on my life confidently with like, okay, this is exactly what Lizzie's life is, because I'm a very private person. And I fuck with that. It's funny because like I have a podcast and people are like, I listen to your podcast and I still don't know shit about you. And I'm like, I like that.
No,
Good.
same here. Shit.
Yeah. Right? Like I'm just like, good, because it's no one's fucking business. People only want to know shit to gossip or, just have, I guess, info on someone. That's weird. I could give a fuck less, bro. The amount of gossip I hear is unreal. Like, especially after the podcast, like when I just sit there and talk with people, they'll tell me their whole life story, bro. I'm talking names, like everything. And I'm just like, okay. And then I leave it at that because I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to go and spread someone's business. Like, that's pathetic. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know where we were going with that.
no, I definitely feel because, people tell me stuff too. And either I lock it up in my safe and forget the key, or I usually just forget. But yeah, man. Yeah, I know. Where were we going?
I don't remember. You could tell we're podcast hosts because we're both like, what the fuck? Where are we? I'm crying.
Yeah, dude. Now, wait. Okay, so I did want to get into the music a little bit now. When you started the music, was it hard? Because again, you started before the pandemic, and as I don't know if you remember, but it got harder to do anything and anywhere.
Anything.
Yeah.
Yes. It was hard. What was funny about creating Lil Lizzie is that like when I created her, I didn't even have a name yet. So I created her in 2019 in October. And I remember like I was slightly mentioning it to my best friend Brittany at the time. Like Brittany is still my best friend. I love Brittany. But I was like, yeah, so I think I'm going to start like a podcast. I'm going to start really focusing on my music. And she was so supportive and cute. Like she was just like, yeah, I think that'd be great. And she was so like just in, and I kind of loved that. I'm like, she never once made me feel judged. And like Brittany was a person that like, she's so classy and like, she is so smart and so fucking cool. So I was like, her approval made me be like, okay, this is a good idea, because she was like, I think you have the personality for it for sure. And I'm like, oh, okay, bet. So that was kind of beautiful. I remember I created my, my Buzzsprout account when we were on vacation at in fucking Kalamazoo. It was like Ann Arbor, I think, out in Michigan. And I just fucking created it, and I told her, and she's like, that's amazing. And like, I don't know. But yeah, when I created it, it was really hard because yeah, it was like online, I feel like was completely different before the pandemic. It was a lot less. It was, now you could do anything online. But before you had to like, it was a lot harder. So yeah, it was hard for sure.
Yeah, dude. How did you know where to record, or did you record your own music? Did you make your own studio?
Okay, so I went to my teacher. She told me about this studio over off of Phelps, and it was, I don't even remember what the name of it was, but it was it wasn't Rock Royal. That's where I record now. But it was in the same building as Rock Royal though, but like under, I don't know, it was weird. And I would just go to the studio and just like do covers. I didn't do any like personal music yet. I had created music. I was creating it on notebooks. I used to do it on notebooks. But I never like did like any recordings until 2020 in October, I think. Yeah. So yeah. So I basically, and then it was funny because I like, on that day, my brother Johnny was like the engineer. It was a different engineer. I wasn't a Rock Royal yet. And he was like, "What's your rap name?" And I'm like, and my brother Johnny's like, "That's Lil Lizzie." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Lil Lizzie." And it was a whole, when I said that, I got chills everywhere. And I was like, "Whoa, like that is my rap name. Like that's it. That is my creation right there. Like that's her." And it was just kind of beautiful that like my brother got to like tell me my rap name, and I'm like, huh, damn, okay, thanks. It was cool.
Yeah. Now, may I ask, is your brother one of your inspirations to do music?
My brother's definitely an inspiration to me. My brother's been doing music for a really long time. He's opened up for some crazy acts. He is so musically inclined. He definitely is an inspiration to me. And I'm grateful to have him like in my like corner for anything I need advice on. I don't go to him a crazy amount, but when I do go to him, he always gives me the best advice. He makes me feel better. He reassures me on anything I may need reassurance on. And I think that's kind of cool.
Ooh, hell yeah, bro. You definitely gotta have people like that in your corner. Dude.
That part.
Especially if they're family. Woo!
Yeah. Yeah, it's a whole feeling.
Now, fuck, man. I feel like I have a question, but I forget, dude.
Oh, no. It'd be like that.
Fuck, man. I don't know. Ask me something, Liz.
Okay.
I'm losing my mind over here, dude.
Okay. So what made you create your podcast? What was your message behind it that you were hoping the other that people would get from it?
I was hoping that people would see other people and realize how talented Rockford was.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
Yes, that's beautiful. I fuck with that.
Yeah, because, again, I wasn't always the positive person in Rockford. I shit you not, I used to be that person. Oh, Rockford's fucking lame. I need to get the fuck out of here, bro. There's nothing to do in Rockford. But little did I know there was so much fucking talent. There was great people here.
That part.
I just didn't know it. And then, again, shout out to Vic Rivera, a.k.a. Vic Monster, man. Because of him, he helped me open up my first art show. And through that first art show, he opened my eyes that Rockford's more than what it seems.
I fucking love Vic.
Yeah.
He is such a fucking supportive, good man. Like, he's badass, and he is a fucking asset to Rockford for sure.
Yeah, he is a big staple in Rockford.
I fuck with him. He's just a whole vibe.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh wait, now I got my fucking train of thought. How is writing for you, or do you just freestyle, or?
Okay, so I'm actually currently working on starting to freestyle actually.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of exciting. But what's ironic is I realize that when I freestyle, it's like nice. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to turn it into, because like Lil Lizzie's a fucking savage. She's like, fuck men. So I need to find that in my freestyling instead of being like so sweet. So basically I'm currently working on it. We'll see how it goes. But normally I do write all my music. Normally.
Is it because you're kicking it with rappers, dude?
I think so, bro. Literally these fuckers are crazy. Like I'll just be sitting there and I don't know where they're like, put on a beat. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. They're like, put it on. And I'm like, okay. So I like put a beat on and then they're just fucking going and I'm like, they're going back, forth. But I'm like, what the fuck? I'm intrigued. It's so fucking beautiful to me when they start rapping. But like, especially freestylers, like freestyling to me is so fucking hot. Like, I'm like, ooh, you could do that? Like,
yeah, when it's nice and clean at first, I'm like, whoa, dude.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Like, one of the best freestylers, in my opinion, in Rockford has to be KV Finn. Mm. Oh my God. He is fucking phenomenal. Yeah. I can't even lie. Like KV, I love KV. He's one of my like, dearest friends. I fuck with him. But his freestyling, no fucking joke, bro. Yeah, insane. Like I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like I've never seen anything like it.
No, yeah, you're definitely right. When I've talked to him a few times, and I think he's freestyled one time in front of me on my podcast.
That's sick.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, dude. I wasn't even expecting it because when I was first starting and I was getting a lot of music people, like I would tell them like, hey man, you want to freestyle? I'd be like, nah.
No, yeah, he's fire. Yeah. Like he doesn't fuck around. He'll be like, give me 3 words. I'm like, what? He's like 3 words. I'm like, okay. So I give him 3 words and then he fucking snaps, bro. I'm like, every time too. Yeah. Like it's crazy. We were in LA actually, and the MC, the host, whatever, kept walking up to him because like he was trying to make people freestyle, and like he kept walking up to him, and then he was walking up to Nino Cruz too. Nino Cruz is also really good at freestyling, for sure.
I'm a big fan of Nino Cruz.
Yeah, he's fire as fuck at freestyling too, and like this MC was just like balls deep in both of them. Like here, rap, and it was precious because like they were like doing exactly what the MC was hoping for, and they fucking snap. Like yeah, so I guess they're 2 really good freestylers actually, Nino and KV. Mm-hmm. They're 2 of like my best friends. Like they're such nice people and like just genuine. I like people like that.
Okay. And now, how was that for you, like going out to LA and doing that?
It was cool. Going out there and performing was like a whole feeling, bro. Like I was like, this is crazy. And then being able to be with friends out there too, like that was a lot of fun.
Was it your first time being out there?
No,
Oh, okay.
no,
Okay.
but it was a few of their first time being out there, so that was cool. They got to experience that for the first time. It was a lot of fun too. I'm glad my manager was there and like my friends. It was fun.
Shout out Ellie, right?
Ellie, yes.
Yeah.
Shout out Ellie. I love her. She should be here, but she couldn't come today. So
Yeah, hopefully next time, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully this won't be the last.
no, for sure. But yeah, LA was a whole vibe. You know, it was crazy, dirty, smelled weird, but I loved it. I'm still with it. I'm with all of that, bro. I love New York, and that place reeks. So LA was cool though.
Did you? Was the music scene? Oh, I don't know if you were out there that long to experience it, but like, was the music scene out there as accepting as Rockford, or how did you feel about it?
I feel like LA. I mean, music's clicky everywhere.
Yeah.
That's facts. But it was cool because, like, in LA, I don't know if it's because, like, I mean, literally damn near everyone that was at that show acknowledged me at one point or got my Instagram. And I mean, granted, it could be because I was a girl, you know, there wasn't a ton of girls in there. But like a lot of the rappers, like till this day, we're friends online. They'll message me. I actually got a message from someone yesterday that wants to collab. Like he wants to like have me come out there and like, you know, actually collab and stuff. And I was like, that could be kind of cool. So I might do that. I'm figuring that out. But yeah, I thought that was really neat. Like, but I feel like they were definitely my music's ridiculous, bro. So when I was performing, a lot of the guys were like, cause like my lyrics are fucked up sometimes, you know, one of them saying like, I'll fuck your dad. The other one's like, you know, your best friend fucked me better than you did, you know, like, and like, so like, yeah, my music's fucking wild, bro. Like Lil Lizzie is different than me. I am not this promiscuous fucking train wreck. But yeah, like their faces, they were just like a lot. And it was kind of beautiful. I loved seeing the shock. But then afterward, numerous people walked up to me and they were like, what's your Instagram? What's your Instagram? What's your Instagram? And I was like, oh, so they kind of liked it. They were just a little shook.
Yeah.
And what kind of sucked is right before I performed, like there was an intermission. So like there was barely any people like back up like at the whatever it was. I don't know, like it wasn't even a stage. I don't know what the fuck it was, but I was like, fuck it. I don't care if I'm performing for one person, 10 people, 100, 500. I don't give a fuck. I'm giving my all.
Yeah.
But I was out there just fucking treating lives and everyone's just, it was beautiful. But I had a few girls walk up to me and they're like, you just got a fucking straight fan. Like, holy fuck, bitch. We need this. We need a bitch that's going to tell these men to fuck off. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. It was beautiful. But yeah, no, LA was, I fucked with LA. It was a good time. I miss it.
Yeah, that's dope. I did want to say this. Yes. That is dope what you are doing, because I feel like there's not, I mean, I could be wrong, because I know there's a few female artists in Rockford, but I feel like there's not enough.
That part.
Right.
It's facts. That's why with like my Sad Fest, I always try to incorporate women into it, but it's hard to because there's limited. I remember my first show, I had like Yodeshka, Love Ego. Obviously me. Was that all I had for women? Oh my God, if I'm blanking, I'm sorry to whoever. I think that might have been it though. I think I might have only had 3 females. So it was hard.
But the thing is, like, you also rap, not just sing or use your vocals.
Right.
You also throw in raps, which is cool because, again, not a lot of females do that here.
Yeah, I don't know many female rappers, actually, in Rockford.
Because if they are a female music artist, it's usually singing or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is still good.
No, for sure. I love my singers. I love my singers. Shout out Yodeshka, Rano, fucking Kiki and this bitch. But yeah, no, like, I definitely feel Love Ego too. I love she's not a singer though. Love Ego is a fucking rapper. That bitch, she fucking gets it. Like, I fuck with her raps. Like, she snaps. She does.
I'm definitely gonna check her out.
Yeah, Love Ego. She fucking, I'm with it.
Yeah. And so you did mention Sad Fest. I wanted to get into that. What made you want to do like a fest for every year, right?
Yes,
Correct.
it'll be yearly.
Okay,
Correct.
yeah.
How do you call it? People were confusing it because I had my first Ad Fest in December, so I think they thought I was going to do like one in May, one in December, one in May, and I was like, the only reason I did December is because, like I told you, people are always like, oh, I'll wait till next year, I'll wait till next month, next. I was like, if I don't fucking do a Sad Fest in 2022, I'm never going to start this shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to throw a festival in less than a month. And I did. And it was funny because the cops tried shutting it down and it failed. Like, I fucking found a new location stat. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. And the cop was like, you're just not going to have your fest. I go, I'm having my fest. And he goes, wow. You okay?
Talk to me like that?
He was like, wow. I was like, I'm having my fest. And he's like, okay.
Yeah.
And I did. And I had it successfully. I found another location. It was something with a liquor license or something, but it all worked out. Everything worked out. My fest was great. My next one is definitely going to be way more organized. I saw all my flaws and I'm a perfectionist. So I fixed all my flaws. I fixed every problem I had. I fixed it. I'm sure there'll be other problems because it's life.
Yeah.
But I'm going to make sure that I'm not going to repeat the same problems. But yeah, so I basically, I created that because I want to give local artists a chance to experience, performing with, more than 20 artists. I think that's kind of cool. And also eventually my fest is only going to get bigger and bigger. Like, I've gone and talked with the mayor about it. Like, I'm planning, Tom, what up? But yeah, I'm planning on making my fest bigger and bigger every year. Every year I'm going to have more artists, and eventually I plan to have big acts, and it's going to be a sad fest. So I'm going to have, my sad boys, there's sad boys everywhere. And I'm going to have bigger acts, and I'm going to always, no matter what, have local acts, at all my fests, because I need their names and their names to be out there. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was gonna ask, what are requirements, or what are the requirements to be able to perform at SadFest?
Honestly, I just have to be a huge fan of yours. So what's beautiful about SadFest is, like, you don't have to pay for a slot. You don't. Basically, okay. I approach people and I ask them to perform at my shows. So I already have someone on my slot for 2024, because I couldn't fit them into my slots for this year. But yeah, this year I will have 24 total artists, including me. So 23 aside for me, for my fest. That'll be a lot of fun. May 20th. We out here, bitches. But yeah, like, basically I have to, like, thoroughly enjoy your music. So what's funny is, like, at my fest, the first one, I would be like that's why I fixed it. So I was talking with someone, and one of my artists is performing, like, a song starts that I'm obsessed with. And it was cute because I didn't know he was going to perform it. And I'm, like, talking with someone and I go, and, like, the person's like, are you good? And I'm like, I gotta go. And they're like, what? Why? I'm like, I gotta go. And I, like, run up, and I'm, like, so ecstatic that they're singing the song called Pain. It's a really deep, dark song that I actually throw on whenever I'm really sad. I throw the song on by a local artist, and I'm listening to the song, and it will bring me back to reality. And I'll be like, you know what? Life could always be worse. Like, it's really beautiful to get that from a local artist, because you're like, damn, like, these people are making me feel emotions and making me feel better with my dark emotions. So yeah, it was kind of beautiful watching the show, because every artist that went on, I'm like, I love this song. And it's funny because it's all people I asked to perform because I fucked with their music. So yeah, the requirement is I need to love your shit. And I will have you perform. Like, every single artist on my lineup is hand selected by me, and then I go over it with my manager. But my manager is so supportive of anything I want to do. She's gonna say yes. So she's like, Lizzie, you put your work in. Like, what you want. That's your lineup. I'm like, bet. But yeah, Ellie is a huge help to me in my music and my podcast. Like, I fucking love Ellie. Ellie, I love you. But yeah, it's basically, you need to really impress me on the stage. I don't know. I've never seen you at a show, but every time I'm at a show, I'm at the front supporting everyone. I'm recording everyone. I'm I'm analyzing everyone because I'm like, I need to see if this is going to be a possible performer for my next Sad Fest, even if it's next year. So I'm always like watching people, and like I have my notes in my phone, and I actually add artists that I'm thoroughly impressed with to it. So there's a lot of artists on there that I have in mind for next year, and they have no idea.
So are you at every show, like at the J&K?
I try to go to a lot of shows. It's hard to make it to like Stockyard, but I've been to a few there to see like Fish Head and the Bones. I plan to like go see more shows this summer because it'll be summer. It'll be easier. But I try to go to as many local shows as I can because I think it's so cool that people get to do what they love. Yeah. I try. I mean, it sometimes fails.
It's hard.
That part.
That's why you really don't see me too much at shows because, man, I got my own things going on.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But I feel you.
But if I can and I really like that person, I'll try.
Yeah, hell yeah. Sad Fest 2024 or three. I'm like, wait, wrong year. I'm crying.
No, but that's one thing I did want to say. Like, I know I didn't get to see Sad Fest last year, but I definitely wanted to come this year so that way I can.
Hell yeah.
So that way I can introduce myself to you, and then I wanted to see you at your Sad Fest so I can be like, oh, I'm Angel, man. I've been seeing your stuff, but at the same time I got this office. I was just like, man, I need everybody.
For sure. Yeah, literally, like it's just a whole vibe, you know. And I get really good security. They have like the wands. They're checking everyone, make sure everyone always, bro. Security is vital to a successful, you know, performance or a successful concert, show, whatever the fuck, festival. Yeah, basically, like I'm on my shit, and I fixed all my flaws from the last one, so I'm hoping for a great fucking day.
Oh hell yeah, man! I definitely can't wait. Wait, can you tell us a few artists that you have this year, or is that still building up?
Okay, so I will give you guys a couple, because I'll give you guys 4, because there's 24, so that's not a crazy amount. So one is obviously me, so now I'm giving y'all 3. So Lil LIZZIE, oh damn, fuck, I have Kiki Taylor performing. I fuck with her. Her music is fucking cool. I fuck with her Champagne song. Like, she's just precious to me. I fuck with her. I do have, I'm trying to, I don't want to like say like too many. Let's see. Yeah. Give me a second. Let me look at this real quick. But yeah, literally, I'm talk to them about something. Let me find this.
Yeah. Fucking, yeah, Rockford is definitely building up with the music scene.
That part.
Yeah. So seeing Sad Fest along with Before Your Time, and also what they do at the Burger Stockyard or Stockyard Burger, or whatever, is definitely dope, man.
No, for sure. Okay, I got a couple, guys. Yeah. So I have Kiki Taylor, obviously. I have Dre Running Everything. So Dre Running Everything released this album, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, this is a local artist? I was shook. I literally was like, oh my God. Like, his songs on there were just fucking wild, bro. A song called Joker. I was like, I can't believe that this is a local artist. I actually interviewed him for my podcast, and I was so thoroughly impressed by his music that I asked him to perform. That's another one. And then I actually have Camel James performing. So that's kind of random because
Camel James, the video.
Yes, the cinematographer Camel James will be performing. So he is a secret sad boy. Oh. He makes fire fucking music. So the way I met Camo is I performed at some like random ass basement show, bro. It was so cool. I felt like Lil Peep. Like, I was like, this is so cool. But yeah, I performed in this basement, and then he walks up to me afterward and he's like, wow. And I'm like, who are you? What's up? Like, what? And he's like, I love sad music, and I never really performed my sad music before this performance because at J&K I'm not going to perform my sad shit. I usually just perform my turn up shit. So I was like, what? And then he randomly messages me, sends me a bunch of pictures he took of me, and he's a fire ass photographer. I was like, oh fuck.
No, I heard he got the fire on.
I just recorded a music video with him on Sunday, and this video, guys, is so fucking raunchy. Please judge me, because what the fuck was I thinking? But I'm crying. No, but yeah, so he sent me like a bunch of his music. He's like, here's just some of my music because like I feel like you should listen to it. And I listened to it and I'm like, oh my God. I call my manager. I'm like, we are asking him to perform next year. I'm like, he has to perform at SADFest too. And I asked him to perform. So yeah, he's the 4th artist that will be performing at SADFest, which is so cool to me and random. Like, what? I'm with it though. But yeah, Camo for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely a surprise because he's somebody on my list that I definitely want to come on. And yeah,
right.
that's something.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
I was so hyped too when he said yes. And then he actually joined my rap crew, Sad Click.
Okay.
He joined it. He's in my Sad crew. So like we're the Sad Click, and I have my Sad boys and my Sad girls, and he's a part of my Sad Click now. So he's perfect for it.
Yeah,
Like, you know, we're all Sad boys and Sad girls. So I'm really excited about that. I'm sorry guys. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Camel James is in my Sad Click. We out here, bitches. Fuck y'all. Okay. Sorry.
No. That definitely do you, man. Cause
yes.
Yeah, I appreciate it all the time. What's it called? Yeah, Sadfest. I did want to say, yeah, Dre runs everything. Because of your interview with him, I actually tapped into his music.
Wasn't his shit like insane? Like, I was like, what the fuck? This is a local artist? Like, I was shook in the best way. And he's just such a genuine man. Like, he's so respectful. He loves his fiance. Like, he is just a good soul.
Yeah.
He is a necessity in Rockford. And he really shows you that, you know, you can change and you could become the best version of yourself. And I fuck with that. He's been through the fucking ringer, but he doesn't let that stop him. And I think that's incredible.
Yeah, dude. Definitely respects to him.
Yeah.
He does, dude.
Yep. Facts.
Yeah.
I love that though, that you said that's why you tapped into his music. Yeah. I love hearing things like that because it shows me that like I'm doing something right with my podcast. That makes me happy.
Yeah, because like I don't know if people know, and that's another reason why I started this, is because when you hear somebody talk about their lives or what they do or what they've been through, like that makes you be like, man, I could relate to that, man. Let me see what he does or she does, you know, like. And I feel like that's just as powerful as you just playing your music to somebody, you know?
Literally. And I feel like in Rockford, it's really hard to get people to listen to your music. But someone the other day stated something and I'm like, he says that he just walks up to people and just plays his fucking music. And people are like, who's this? And then they're like, he's like, that's me. And they're like, what? Yeah. I just recorded this guy like literally 2 days ago. I did an audio podcast with him, and like I was like, what? He's like, it works. Like people are like, what are your links? This is cool. Yeah. And I'm like, that's pretty smart. Like just playing your shit, and then someone's gonna be like, what is this? Yeah. Like, or what if you fucking do that though? So I was like, God, this shit sucks. What is this? You're like, I don't know.
Like, I don't know, man.
You're right. This shit does suck. Like, I'm dead as fuck. No, actually, I would be like, that's me, man. But that's the beautiful thing about music. Not everyone's going to like your shit. Like on TikTok, I have a pretty decent following. And I be getting fucking treated on TikTok about some of my songs. But it's always a lot more positive comments than negative. But also something I heard the other day. You're not going to get negative feedback until you're outside of your circle. And I'm like... Ooh,
that's true.
So they're like, that means you're outside of your circle already. You're further than the local artist, like a local artist. You're like, you're getting out there. And I'm like, I like that because that's facts. Yeah. Like these are strangers. I don't know who they are. And it's not like a lot of them. Like one girl was like, or a guy, he's like, you need to stop rapping. I'm like, I assume you're an insecure guy. Like that's fine. Because the only people that really don't fuck with me are like ugly bitches and insecure men. Like, you know, no offense. No, I'm just kidding.
No, some offense for the
all
haters.
Offense. Fuck y'all. No, I'm just kidding. No, but honestly, I love that. I love when people don't fuck with, you know, something I'm creating because it just shows me that like, it's like I'm expanding because, you know, when you show your friends, regardless, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, this is great. This is great. This is great. This is great. But when I'm like at my shows and I'm singing my songs or rapping my songs and people are rapping with me, that's a whole fucking moment.
I bet.
Like I'm like, and I'll like stop. I'll even put the mic out and they're just saying my fucking lyrics. And I'm like,
what? Like, you know that much?
Like, damn. Like this is a moment, bro. What? So yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, man. I wish I made music, but no, I can't even. I'm not the best writer.
You could be.
I know, but I do got my rapper name though, so I just got to start with the.
Hey, we out here. We got Angel in the house. What's your rap name?
A-Rod. Shout out, Well Connected.
Ooh, okay, A-Rod in this bitch. Fuck with us.
Yeah, dude.
That's cool.
Yeah, hopefully coming soon, maybe. No.
That'd be cool. Yes, let's go. Maybe you'll be at 2024 Sad Fest. We out here. Sad boys and sad girls, fuckers. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, yeah, man. Where were we, man? Yeah, people fucking with your shit. I definitely agree with that. I feel like you definitely have to have that bad feedback. You know?
Always. It helps you. At first, the first time I released a song was Sad Girl, and I released a music video with it. And I will never forget the negative feedback I got from it. It was a guy that was like, this is too monotone. And it wasn't even that negative, but I was so upset. I'm like, oh no, someone hates my song. But what's beautiful is looking at my growth. Now someone could be like, this shit is ass. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Like, I just agree with them. I ha-ha'd or, some shit like that. Yeah. And I think it's kind of beautiful how much I've grown as an artist. Like, I did go from a sad girl to a straight savage. And I kind of fuck with that. Like, my growth in music. Like, music has helped me become who I am today. And I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Because I used to be a lot more emotional. And now I'm just like, Like, okay. Yeah. And it's kind of badass. Like,
no, I definitely feel that, respect that, dude. Because when I first started my YouTube channel, not the podcast, the YouTube channel, I thought nobody fucked with my shit, or like I never really got bad comments, but just because nobody was really looking at it, I knew people weren't fucking with it.
Yeah.
And then eventually that just kept building to where like, I don't care, bro. Like, if you don't fuck with it, you don't fuck with it. That's cool.
Yeah. And that's the beautiful thing about humans. Like, we don't all agree on anything.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of cool that people get to choose what they enjoy and what they don't. And who am I to be mad at you if you don't like my shit? I don't give a fuck. Like, you probably do shit I don't like too, and I'm not going to sit here and fucking judge you for it. I don't care.
Yeah, and so, for every person that hates on you, I feel like there's more that love you out there.
That part. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, on my on my fucking TikToks, I'll post something and I'll get like 100 comments, and like 90 of them will be like positive ass comments, and then 10 will be like, this is ass, or like 50 of them will be positive and 6 of them will be like, what the fuck, this bitch is stupid. Like, and I'm just like, LOL. I go with it, and I don't delete any of it because I don't care. It's kind of beautiful seeing people hate on me because like it humbles me. You need to be humbled in this world. And I laugh at it too. Like, I'll be like, damn, they did me. Like, they did not just say that to me. And my manager and I will like laugh about it and shit, and like it's beautiful because like it's a story to tell. Like, whatever, like that person hates my fucking music. But then it also is satisfying because one time someone followed my YouTube channel and was like, this shit's ass. But then I released another song and they listened to it and they commented and they said, you have redeemed yourself. I like this song. And I will never and I was like, they followed me for a whole year? Like, they never deleted me. They hated my song, followed me for a whole year. I released the next song and then they liked it. And I'm like, that's a moment. Like, okay, bet. Like, I was pretty happy about that. And I'll never forget that. They fucking followed me for a whole year, and they're probably still following me. And they've just seen my growth, and I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, dude. I would have been like, yeah, that's right.
I said, you're welcome. No? And what's funny is when I write, like, every time I write a song, I want to make it better than the last, always. But yeah, like, I always think of that person, like this is so monotone. I don't like it. I'm like, damn. And what's funny about that is like after that comment, all my music has many different levels through each song because I said I will never be told I'm monotone ever again. Ever. So now my music is all like, I usually, because I don't use auto-tune in any of my music, so it's all my voices, and I always make sure there's numerous voices on everything. I'm like, I do not want to be monotone ever. But yeah, that's kind of cool.
I did want to ask you this. Is there any projects you're working on, music-wise, albums, EPs, singles, anything like that you're working on?
Yes, I'm actually working on a song called Lie right now. I will be finishing it on Tuesday. It's basically about like, telling men like, I'm not the kind of bitch you need to lie to. Like, I get it. Like, I'm a fuck girl too, like it's perfect. So I'm fucking done. It's talking about, uncles in this one, not daddies. Daddies are safe this time, bitches. Maybe that little brother though. Hey, we out here. No, I'm just kidding. Dead. As long as he's over 21.
Yeah.
That part. But yeah, like, it should be really cool. It's just a song, you know, being honest with guys. Like basically, I feel like all guys like act like there's some god or something, and it's like, bro, dick is dick. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So the song should be really funny and cool and very Lil Lizzie-ish. I'm a savage, bro, on that mic. Like I'm mean, but I like it. But what's ironic is I actually just made a music video to a Sweet song. It's called I Want You. I'll be releasing that eventually. I don't have a release date for it yet. But this song is like, it's weird because like in the song, I'm like being sweet to someone. The video is just awkward though, because I just had my friends come on the video, not really realizing like it was going to be like awkward, bro. Like very raunchy and sexual. And I'm like, oh, this is weird.
Yeah,
like, I don't like it. But it should be really cool though. I'm excited.
Now, what makes you pick videos for your songs, if I said that right?
Like what songs I want to do a video to.
Yeah.
It's when it like sticks out to me. So originally when I wasn't going to do a video for Go Crazy, I actually didn't like that song at all. Go Crazy, I was going to trash it. I was like, this is too extreme. And my manager's like, what? I'm like, I don't think the audience is going to like this. And now it's like my number one fucking song to my audience. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, my followers love that fucking song. But yeah, I was like very insecure with that song. But then, I was going to make a music video to Bicycle. I had everything like set in stone. And then out of nowhere, I performed Go Crazy just to show the audience what I had. And they went insane. Like, I was like, what the fuck? It was the craziest performance I've ever had. It was December 17th. I think December 7th. Yeah, it was Saturday, the 17th of December. And it was the craziest shit I've ever witnessed. Like, people were like walking up to me like, oh my God, what is that? What is this? Where can I find it? And I was just like, what the fuck? So that's when I switched it to Go Crazy, and I'm glad I did. I just wanted my videos never make sense. They're weird, all of them, always, except for the one I did on Sunday. Kind of makes sense, but it's awkward because like it's very raunchy. Guys, it's not like that. I'm dead. But yeah, literally like Go Crazy, I wasn't going to make a video to that, but then I realized the crowd was like, bitch, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I made a video to that because of that. But yeah, basically, I Want You though, I went and recorded the song, and my engineer was playing it, and I'm like, yep. And what's strange is I was going to actually make a music video to a different song called Losers. That was originally the song I was going to make a video to. So that's why I have all my friends in this raunchy video instead of the music video that was for Losers. Losers was about like, you know, guys that are like, you know, needing Wi-Fi to text me, or like just like you know, sleeping on best friends' couches, shit like that. You know, needing to borrow my car, shit like that. I'm fucking dead. So I had asked all my guy friends to be in my video, bro, and they said yes. So then I'm listening to I Want You in the studio, and I messaged my cinematographer, Camel James, and I'm like, we're changing the video. I want to do it to I Want You. Not realizing that I had already asked all my guy friends to do this, bro. When I tell you, like, I was like straddling a friend, like it was just real awkward. Like to the point where I'm like, do I even want to release this? But you know what? I think it's gonna be kind of raunchy because like people don't expect to see Lil Lizzie like that. So like I was like, you know what? Fuck it. This is what my cinematographer wants to bring to life. We're bringing it to life. And we all just trooped it out. We were all a little like, this is kind of weird, but whatever. Like, you know, we're going with it. But yeah, basically I was just sitting there. I was listening to the song and I looked at my manager and she goes, oh no. Cause she knows me. When I give her them eyes, she's like, well, Lizzie's about to just, like do something fucking crazy. And I'm like, this is my video. And she goes, we have everything already. We had a fucking video layout, everything. We had a key. Everything was done with this video. It was happening. I had the location, everything. But I'm like, no, this is my song. And she's like, bitch, we just met with Camo and spent like 3 hours there coming up with a plan. And then Camo basically came up with the plan for this new video because we didn't have time to sit down and do a whole other key. So that's why he told me one of the scenes and I'm like, I got to do what? With who? On where? What? But honestly, I'm pretty excited to see like this video come to life because like it's going to be crazy. It's about wanting a dude. It's about, you know, you're the kind of man that'll make me go from a fuck girl to the loyal type. It's you know, like it's very raunchy, but very Lil Lizzie-ish still.
Okay.
So yeah.
No.
We out here.
I did want to ask, like when you do when you do pick a song for a video, do you see it or do you tell your videographer, hey, what do you see?
I usually that's what was weird about this last video. Normally I tell him what I want to come to life.
Okay.
But because I've worked with a few different cinematographers. So Icon Visuals with Yash, he is like my main cinematographer.
Yeah, he has amazing quality.
He's like, but the thing is, like, he's busy as fuck. So
I could imagine.
So I have a few cinematographers, but Camel James is definitely up there for me also, because Camel, he's a whole vibe, bro. Like, he's very good. And then I fuck with Kush for Lunch, and then Dre from LGC.
Shout out Dre.
Shout out LGC. I love LGC. So LGC, they're these, you know who they are, right? Yeah. They're just so cool, bro. Like KM and KV. I just love all of them. But yeah, so I work with a few, but okay, wait, what was the question?
Yeah, the directing of videos.
Oh, yeah. So basically, normally I meet with my cinematographer. I tell them what I want to come to life, and it happens. We did that originally for Losers with Camo, but then I was like, I messaged him. I said, okay, you're going to hate me. I'm sitting at the studio. This was like Thursday, and our filming was Sunday. So literally, bro, like it was like 3 days. He had 3 days to figure out what the fuck he was going to do. So I'm like, you're going to hate me, but I really want to do this new song. I sent him the song, and he's like, what? Like, I bought props and everything for this other music video. I had everything.
Yeah.
And we just had to make it work, and we did. That's why like some of the scenes were a little awkward, because like there's a scene where I'm like dressed like a dominatrix, bro, and I have like pillow covers over these dudes' heads, and I'm fucking holding them like, I want you. Like, bro, it was insane. But I'm real hyped to see what comes of it, because I'm sorry to my friends that were in my music video. We all felt awkward, not just you guys. I'm such a prude normally, bro. So like the fact that I'm out here like, touching them and making it seem like we're all like together, trying to figure out which one of them I want to bang. I'm not going to bang them. What the fuck? But like, bro, very, very fucking interesting. It was funny. I hope that all of our faces look like the whole time. We'll see. But it was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out Camo for coming up with a whole brand new video in fucking less than 3 days. Yeah. I would have been like, bitch, no. But he's like, you want this? I'm gonna make it happen, and he did. Hey, that's fucking shout out Camo.
That's creativity and talent right there.
That part.
Yeah, because when I try to make a video for something, I at least need some time.
That part.
Yeah.
And like what's crazy is like with Losers, we came up with a whole plan, bro. I'm talking, he had a whole notebook. He's writing everything. He's like, I'm going to turn this into an actual plan. And he did. He sent me like I felt so bad, because I'm like, so I know we spent like hours on this video, but like, no. And he was probably like, oh, fuck no. Yeah. And like, I had asked all these extras. I had asked females to be in my video. I didn't even need females after all. It was crazy, but literally like 2.5 days, and he fucking made it happen.
Now, may I ask, do you like the acting aspect of it?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun if you're not like straddling your friends. Yeah. But
I think the friends don't mind.
I'm fucking dead. I don't know. We were all just like, what the fuck is that? Like, you could tell we were like looking at each other like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what's happening. Like, it was funny though. Yeah. But then it like ended up being chill. And like, obviously I don't have anything going on with any of my friends that were in my video, just so we're all clear. Like, I need to say that so no one's confused. Because like, bro, like my private life, people couldn't speak on it if they tried. Like I stated earlier, they couldn't. But I fuck with my friends that were in my video. Like, I love them. So I'm very grateful for them for sure. Shout out Drew, Nino, KV, Camo. Love you guys.
Yeah. Definitely shout out to people that definitely do help, man. It goes a long way.
That part. No, seriously, they're so supportive and like real. I fuck with them.
Yeah. Now, little Lizzie, man, we did hit that hour and 8 minutes, man. I don't want to keep you up too much. I know you got things to do. So,
no, for sure.
But I definitely would love to have you back whenever you want to come back.
I would love to. Yeah, this was really fun.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Anything else you want to say? before we go?
I just want to say thank you so much for having me on your show. I've been peeping it for a while. I think what you're doing is fucking brilliant. I think we should go on one of those fucking food runs together because I'm fucking in. Okay. I love me some food, bitches. After Lent, I could eat sweets again. Hey, we out here. Let's go get some fucking ice cream or something. It's like I fuck with food. But yeah, I'm very like glad that people like you exist because we need that in this community. I can't talk, fuckers. Community. But yeah, thank you for what you do, and like thanks for having me on. This was super fun. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and just like that, guys, stay tuned and stay safe.
Bye, fuckers.